Healing can happen after a demoralizing affair only after taking this one step.
And in this video, we're going to be talking about the second phase in our healing process. We call this the relationship evolution method. And we call this picking up the pieces, right? So think of it like an affair. What do? You're kind of like an atom bomb. There's a lot of pieces of your life you got to pick up.
Right. So most people after an affair, they are living the label. Society tells you you're unforgivable, you're a bad person,
Dirtbag.
You'll always be a cheater. And beliefs equal action. So if those are the beliefs that are coming into your mind and your brain after an affair, then your actions are going to mirror that. You are going to continue down that path. You're going to just feel like shit. You're going to, act like that because that's what you're being told you are.
Well, it's the whole garbage in, garbage out. We literally are like computer programmed as human beings. We learn a concept, we act on it. And this is what collectively we coined the misunderstood cheater, right? And this misunderstood cheater is somebody that is buying into the social narrative, somebody that is believing it. They're co-opting the labels. They're acting it out, like Christina was saying.
But also, at their core, like they know they're not that person. Right. They want to change, but they don't know if they can change because they're being told that they can't.
Right.
They're bad.
And then you feel trapped, right? The vicious cycle is here. You feel trapped and you want to change, but, well, am I this person? I've co-opted all these beliefs, and you get stuck in the quicksand. And it's hard once you start to sink down. You got to have somebody help pull you out. Sometimes yourself, you can't get out of it. And that's what we want to do, is create a narrative where we challenge this belief so that we can empower ourselves rather than stay in this perpetuity of just disempowerment. That's not where we want to be.
Right. And ask ourselves, are we really going to allow somebody to tell us who we are?
Right.
And how we're going to act? Like, why not take control of your life and live it the way you want to?
Right. And so what we've done, we've come up with a first step that we're very passionate about. And this is going to help you really, first things first, start to feel with your heart. And what we've just been talking about this entire time is all the stuff that comes up here in our mind. But what if we were to start to sense and feel? And so the first step for that is what?
Is getting silent. Taking time, stepping away from all of these external factors that are coming into your head. And so going to nature or taking a quick trip, to really like go in and feel into your heart and know who you are. Like, if it takes a week, it takes a week. But like, get away from everybody else that is telling you what you are.
The cool thing about this practice is that it really allows you to get in touch with the side of yourself that is going to communicate with truth, okay? When you're being bombarded with messages, those aren't your messages. That is not innate within you. But when you can detach and you can get into nature, when you can become silent and you can feel the truth of who you are, guess what? You're not being co-opted by another person's opinion about you. You're sensing your truth. You're sensing the greatness of who you are. You're sensing the compassionate human being that you are at your core.
And you're sensing that part of you that we would call your higher self.
Right.
Your higher self is coming out and is telling you who you really are versus the ego who wants to, prove everybody else wrong and be in those social norms.
If you think about why this first step is so important, is because it allows you to step away from your ego. It allows you a space, like you're saying, to connect with this silent source that does not lie. Energy doesn't lie, and you're not going to be lied to. Now, you are being lied to right now. You're being lied to by society and being told you're a piece of garbage and you can't heal and blah, 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 blah. This is a chance to get away from the noise, to reconnect with who you are. And again, if we're on this path to go from this misunderstood cheater, that's not a good place to be in. To be a misunderstood cheater sucks. Been there, done that, right? But to be understood, and really, this is going to sound weird, be understood by yourself first. That's the only thing that really matters, because once you're understood, you're like, okay, I am this. And then you have these truths of who you really are. Then it doesn't really matter what other people are going to say. And it's going to give you a different aura and a different energy where people are like, all right, that's a little bit different version. Maybe they're not quite what we thought they were.
Right. And if you're wanting to heal, you can't heal from that ego place.
No.
You have to rise above that. You have to come from your
It's a
higher
prerequisite.
being. You can't be in your ego.
Yeah.
You'll just stay stuck staying there. So we invite you to step into that.
Path.
Yeah, step into the path. Take this vital first step that we're presenting to you and come from your higher self. Lean into that self-realized relationship leader that we've talked about in our other videos and that you're learning about, and move forward.
Notice that the self-realized relationship leader, you're leading yourself here. You are becoming a leader. You're becoming proactive in your own sphere. Like you are empowering yourself, and that's what we love to do, is like get out of this disempowerment, like victimhood, versus like, hey, what can you do to empower yourself? Speaking of empowering, if you want help, if you feel like you've been underwater, and
because change is hard, like this journey is really hard.
Yeah,
when you've come to that higher self and nobody else can see you as that person, having support is vital to that healing. And we're offering just that. We have what we call our Debrief phone call. It's free. It's 30 minutes. And you get to talk to us. We have been through hell and back, and have likely been in some of the same situations that you're facing right now. And we would love to share our insight with you and whatever support we can provide.
And I think that support, the one thing I want to mention here is that there's absolutely no judgment whatsoever. Regardless of where you're at, this is a safe space. You can connect with two people that are going to be listening with both ears and their heart wide open. And that's a rare thing. Let's be honest. How much of an opportunity could this be?
It wasn't around when we were going through it, and that's one thing that I wish we had had.
And there's no sales thing to it. Like, we're literally just doing this. We're getting the word out. So if you're like, what's the agenda? There is no agenda. It's we want to help. That's it. Period. End of sentence. So that resonates, by all means, we would love to get to know you.
Click the link, schedule a phone call with us, and continue watching our videos that we're putting out. And if you know anybody else that could benefit from this information, please share, and we will see you in the next video.
Take care, guys.
Bye.